What up, everybody?
Your dog just bit my butt.
I did. I saw that. I'm Matt.
I'm Chris.
This is Bird Bros. This is a happy Bird Bros because guess who's going back to the playoffs?
Penguins.
Your Pittsburgh Penguins. They clinched the postseason spot, and better yet, they clinched home ice advantage in the first round of playoffs with the 3-2 victory over New Jersey Thursday night. So guess what? We don't need to worry about Game 4 being on night 1 of the draft. At home, anyways. Mm-hmm. It could be on the road still.
There we go.
And we'll watch the Penguins game over most of the draft.
Oh, yeah.
Probably. I don't need to watch the Browns take 20 minutes to make a pick if you're going to screw up.
Well, it's so easy to time it where you flip back when they make the pick.
Yeah.
And then the pick takes 10 seconds and you flip back to the Penguins.
Yeah.
Then when the Steelers are up, I want to watch that. But other than that, yeah. I don't care.
And that's why it's
I don't want to see Mel Kiper talk for 20 minutes about...
And be wrong.
Right. About this guy, why he's going to be great, why our boy Ty Simpson is going to be great, and
why are analysts trying to put down Mendoza now? It's saying Simpson's going to be better than Mendoza. Well, I don't see it.
So we're going to play a game next week, our little NFL draft game that we played last year on our podcast, the radio version, and little bit different, but kind of still the same. But speaking of Ty Simpson, I have a funny take next week, so stay tuned for that.
All right. So, I said Penguins clinched their playoff berth on Thursday. A few things that I like and has me even more hyped up than I was in February when I picked them to win the Stanley Cup and our championship. Here are two stats that I saw last night that is kind of weird to think about. Since Christmas, the Penguins have scored the most goals per game in the league.
And we're only behind, overall, we're behind the Hurricanes and I think the Avalanche. And I think that's it. But Oilers, we're third in goals scored per game, which is amazing.
Also this year, out of all the years Crosby has played, which Penguins team has had the best offensive output? This one, right here. I'm ready for the playoffs. I'm ready to run through a brick wall right now.
Well, what's good is what's still a little down is still some of the defensive play. The goaltending. Yeah. All our goalies have plus 3 goals against average and sub 900 save percentage.
That's not good.
That's not great. But Shelovs and Skinner they make timely saves. They make great saves. They don't give up. They don't give up a ton of bad goals either.
Skinner made a lot of timely saves last night.
And the goals we give up, I don't want to blame the defense, but their goals where it's Skinner did everything he could, so we're not giving up terrible goals, or they're not giving up terrible goals, and they're making amazing saves. They both have, a ton of. See,
that's really the only question.
I was going to say web gems, so that's baseball.
That's the only question you really have right now with the Penguins because you have. So your lines, you have Crosby, Chinakhov, and Rust.
You said you didn't want to do the lines yet.
I'm talking about for the season.
Okay.
Do you want to? We can do the lines. I don't care.
No.
You said you're ready to do them.
I'm not.
Okay.
We're going to do my playoff roster next week, but.
So I'll say this is what the regular season has been, and this is why I only have one question right now. So you have Chinakhov, Crosby, Rust.
No, you don't. You got Crosby, Raquel, Rust. Chinakhov's
Raquel was with Chino yesterday.
But Chinakhov's. I thought when Chinakhov scored, Malkin was on the ice.
Oh yeah, he was. I feel like they switched him back and forth.
Well, when Malkin was out, Chinakhov went up with Raquel with Russ and Crosby.
Yeah.
Chinakhov's with Malkin. Chinakhov can play with either one.
I feel like they alternate who's on which line.
The lines haven't changed though. Your fourth line, Soderblom, and again we'll talk about the playoff roster.
But the point is, the 4 lines, no matter how they're set.
Yeah.
You feel confident with that. Mm-hmm. And the one question is defense and goalie. That's the one question, is which goalie is going to get hot. Mm-hmm. Most likely, they're probably going to hope it's Skinner over Seeloffs. But Seeloffs can still get hot.
Does Murtaugh come up? Yeah. So, yeah.
No, because you said before the video, they were going to want Murtaugh to play for sure every day, and the one way to guarantee that is with Wilkes-Barre.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, yeah. Next week, because I have a lot of things to say about
He
all
loves
that.
rosters.
Right. Who I want in. There's a couple players that you're like, this player's coming back from injury. Should they be in the lineup? Or should this person stay? So again, stay tuned for that.
We've been waiting for 3 months for what your Team USA roster should have been.
I said that. I told you that.
Yeah, not on video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Russ, I couldn't put Russ in. Russ made the team, in my opinion, but he wasn't in the starting lineup. That was so long. They won.
I know, but you said this after they won. You still said, I want to tell you what my lineup would have been.
Well, I'll tell you in 4 years.
Okay, there you go. Or, no, there's 4 nations. World Cup's next year.
That's true.
World Cup of Hockey's next year.
Okay, well, stay tuned next year.
Yeah.
No, I just want to say this about the offense. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players with more than 15 goals, and 12 players with at least 10, I believe. If I'm counting that right.
And then we talked about it last week.
That's amazing. And people are having career years. Brazeau's having a career year. Chinikov, Mantha.
Yes. And as I said last week, if you had Mantha leading this team in goals with 31 right now, I either want to know the Powerball numbers or want to know what you're smoking, because I don't think anyone had Mantha being this good.
So our fourth line for most of the year was Dewar, Achari, Lizotte. Lizotte's been out. So let's just combine Lizotte and Soderblom. They combined have 13 goals. Achari has 12. Dewar has 14. As your fourth line. Like, that's
and Dewar missed his first game of the year on Thursday.
Right. That's amazing that the fourth line has like 40 goals. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Kendall, rookie, 17 goals. Brazil, career year, 17. Novak, 16 goals, which is great. Chinikov is going to be a star in the making. Raquel is really heating up. We gave him a little bit of the Marcel Ozuna, Tommy Pham thing. We're like,
we gave him a little talking to. We want to see more out of you, Raquel, and you're getting there.
Malkin over a point.
We don't want to say he's there yet. We want him to get there in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Malkin Crosby over a point per game. They just keep doing it at this age. It's awesome. I'm so excited.
Chinikov's goal yesterday, it just sent chills down your spine.
His shot, man. Yeah.
Same way. Mantha's the same way. It's like he does one deke and it's like he slides it right past the goalie.
They gotta sneeze.
He always has to sneeze. No. I thought a fly flew that way.
No, it just hurts my eyes staring at the freaking light.
So I know he did this last week and nothing's changed. It's all just gotten better. Crosby leads the team with points with 74. Carlson assists 51. Mantha 31 goals. And Shea is now a plus 27. So since last week, he was on the ice for 3 goals.
Guess who leads in penalty minutes?
Clifton.
No.
Shea.
No. Shea?
Gino.
Yeah. Yep. Gino.
I mean, that one game helped that.
Loves his penalty minutes.
That one game helped that when he got the game misconduct.
Yeah. What did like 2 years ago he broke a penalty record? What was it? 1,000 penalty? I think it was 1,000 penalty minutes.
I can believe that.
Yeah, he likes his penalties, man.
He does. He likes to play up to that line, and he crosses it a lot.
No, but he's amazing this year.
Will they sign him in the offseason? Stay tuned for those videos after the Penguins win the Cup.
So, okay. So are they best team in the East? Like, you think they're going to make the Cup? You have them making the Cup.
I did. I had to make it in the Cup in February, so I feel like I have to stay with it.
Yeah.
But looking at the conference standings in the East, the Atlantic Division, all those teams have clinched a spot in the playoffs.
But it's completely
But we've had some flip-flop.
Yep.
Sabres, 106 in first. Canadians, 104 in second. And the Lightning, a little bit of a dry spell, but slower spell. They have 102.
They're about 500. Canadians are just blowing away lately. Dude, the Canadians could be in first place. The Canadians can win the division. It's crazy.
The Metropolitan, the Hurricanes, 108. The Penguins, 98. So, there's 3 games left. I'd safe to say they'll probably win 1. They'll at least get 2 overtime loser points.
Well, I don't think
they'll be 100 points.
Yeah,
and if you had
and we clinched the second seed because
Flyers can't catch us.
They can tie us, but we would have the
yes
tiebreaker. Or no, I mean, what is it? Regulation wins. I don't know if we would have that. We might not.
No, we clinched the second seed though. It's no. The Penguins have home ice for the first.
So okay, 1 to 3. I think we've talked about this before. Flyers, Islanders, Blue Jackets. Rank them from not who you want to play with from a entertainment, but who are you afraid of? Who aren't you afraid of versus who?
Well, we had a commenter on our last Penguins video who said just pure entertainment value, you had to choose Penguins Flyers.
I'm talking like we haven't won a first round in ages. Who do you want to play? Who do you think we have the best chance of beating?
So, I want to say Blue Jackets because we do have a lot of success with them in the playoffs. But, that being said, we've had so much success against them in the playoffs, weird things can happen. The Flyers have beaten us in the playoffs, so that would not be a concern for me. As a Penguins fan, I know there are big mouth people out there who say they don't want to see it, but I think I want to see the Flyers.
Me too.
Because weird things happen against Islanders, no matter when you play them.
Islanders have one thing.
And it's Sorokin.
They have the goalie.
And Blue Jackets...
I don't want to play the Islanders because I can see us going 7 games, hard fought, and every game is 2-1. And if Sorokin's son's on his head, it might be 2-0.
And
Blue Jackets
I think it'd be okay if the Penguins face the Blue Jackets. I think the Penguins will win the series maybe in 6.
I think it'll be higher scoring. And I'm sorry, and I don't want to jinx anything, but the Flyers don't scare me. And they beat us twice, I think, this year at least. But I don't know; they just don't scare me. So it would go Flyers, Blue Jackets.
I would have confidence against Columbus in the first round because of past success.
But that was years ago, yeah.
But you've had so much success in the past against them. Fluky things happen in the playoffs.
And they changed your...
Look at Billy was it Billy Volek? Volek.
Oh,
for Florida. Or for Islanders. Was it Florida or Islanders?
Oh, Billy Volek was a football player. You're talking about...
the guy for Florida.
No, the guy for the Islanders who scored us in 93.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got the last name right. I can't think of his first name.
I can't think of his first... Billy was in my head, but that was a quarterback in the NFL.
Man, yeah, I don't know. You gotta look it up.
It's gonna bug me.
Yeah.
Ripped for a little bit.
But anyways, cause I'm thinking about it too. Anyways, Flyers. I want to play Blue Jackets. Islanders. Sorokin scares me a little bit. Capitals they're pretty much out of it. But yeah, I think we can win a first round game. All right.
I mean, it's a common first name. David Volek.
Volek, yep. And then against Florida, it was our former...
it was the assistant
GM.
coach. No,
Fitzgerald.
No, Fitzgerald, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. But yeah, so I think point being, I think we're all right if the Flyers hang on to the 3rd spot. Mm-hmm. I mean, if Columbus gets there, it'll be cool. Because Penguins fans love traveling to Columbus for some reason. Maybe because it's only 2 hours away. Columbus is closer than Philly. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, I was going to say about Columbus, they changed their coaches. And you know how sometimes changing coaches can give you a spark.
Yeah.
And I think they have a spark. They're scary, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. They are.
The wild card for the East, Bruins 96, Senators 94. Neither have clinched a playoff spot yet. And I'm looking at where the end the hunt go.
Bruins lost 4 in a row.
Red Wings have 91.
I really thought the Bruins were in it, but they've lost 4 in a row. So.
I feel like the Islanders could still have a chance to get wild card or 3rd place. I feel like Blue Jackets is just 3rd place.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I would feel safe saying that.
Well, I think the Islanders and Blue Jackets might play against each other once more. I forget, but
it'd be cool if that was their last game of the season. That would be cool.
I still think the Bruins are going to make it. Senators look good recently. Yeah, Senators, Islanders, Blue Jackets will probably fight for that last wild card spot. We'll see. East is fun. How about the West?
West, Central. One division has all their spots clinched, and another division doesn't. I'll let you know which one it is. The Central, the Avalanche, 114 points, have clinched the President's Trophy. We discussed this. The President's Trophy drinks isn't really a thing anymore, but does Colorado get it? You don't know. The Stars have 106, and the Wild have 102. And
it's been like that for weeks.
Yeah, that hasn't moved. But now the only difference is this week is they all clinched.
Mm-hmm.
The Pacific, the Oilers have 90, the Golden Knights have 89, and the Ducks have 89.
All with 3 games left. Mm-hmm. That's going to be exciting. Ducks have gone a little off.
They were in first place last week.
Right. Golden Knights are getting better with Tortorella as coach.
But he still can't win the playoffs.
Right. And Oilers keep finding a way to win without Draisaitl. Mm-hmm. My prediction is the Ducks are too young. I think they're going to have that 3rd spot. And I think the Golden Knights with Tortorella are going to win it. I think Golden Knights, Oilers, Ducks.
Yeah.
Which doesn't mean anything except for seeding. And then the playoffs, Golden Knights are proven. Ducks are young. Oilers made the finals, but they don't have Draisaitl. So.
And a goalie.
Right.
They have Jari.
Yeah.
And then the wild card, Mammoth, clinched their spot.
Absolutely.
The Kings have 85 points, and in the hunt, Predators 84, Jets 82, Sharks have fallen off a little bit recently. They have 81.
Mm-hmm. And, you know what's funny? The Kraken and the Blues, or Kraken are almost eliminated. They have 33 regulation wins. The Kings, who, like you said, are in the playoffs right now, have 33 wins, too. Mm-hmm. It just shows you that loser point. They have 19 overtime losses. Mm-hmm. Pens have 16. Yeah, the Kings know how to get to overtime. It might save them, but... So, yeah, I still think Mammoth, of course, clinched it. We keep flipping back and forth who our second wild card team is.
I feel like the Sharks are falling off.
Yeah, I kept wanting to pick the Sharks, but I think they're pretty much done for. The Kings just find a way to do it. I feel like
it's the Predators or the Kings.
The Kings find a way to do it, but I'm going to say the Predators, because the Predators have been just sneakily moving up.
The Jets and Sharks are just too inconsistent.
Yeah, I'm going to say the Predators make it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Kings are the ones that, they fired their coach too.
All these teams aren't good teams.
No.
It's just...
I feel like the West, a team that makes the cup out of the West is going to be out of the Central.
Mm-hmm, those top 3.
Yeah.
Although Mammoth would be cool, but who knows?
They're the only other team to clinch a spot that's not in that. No. Are the Mammoth in the Central or the Pacific?
Central.
The Central's just a real good division.
Okay. Well...
Alright, it's power ranking time. You want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I'll go.
Number 8.
Top 8 again. So, last week it was Minnesota. This week, kept it with Minnesota. They clinched 102 points, just rolling along. Their goal differential 35, which isn't great, but it's not bad either. I guess the Penguins is only 33, but Minnesota only has 265 goals for, so they're not a huge offensive team, but they have a great goalie. I can see them upsetting some teams, making the second round, maybe not further than that, but I have them 8, just staying steady.
Yep. Last week for me, number 8 was Minnesota. This week, number 8, Minnesota.
Okay.
I mean, they're a team that they're there, but do they have anything to put them over the hump and make them a serious playoff contender?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
Number 7.
This was hard because Pitt's been playing so well. They were 7 last week for me, and they've been playing pretty well. I was like, I don't know if I can move them up. I decided to. So they were 7 last week, and I don't want to ruin it. The team that was 3 last week, who is struggling mightily, who's out of the division lead in the East, or the Atlantic. The Tampa Bay, let's say Devil Rays, Tampa Bay Lightning. I think I'm getting tired. Yeah.
You got them all the way to 7.
Yep, 3-7. I think they'll put together in the playoffs, but they just don't look good. And they got some injuries. I don't know if Hedman's back yet. Kucherov can't carry them forever. So, yep, they're 7.
Don't ask me how I made this decision. So last week, Buffalo was number 5 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they are first place in the Atlantic right now.
They just don't scare you.
But just like Minnesota is, do they have the X factor to get there? Buffalo, it's their first time there. Will they just be happy being there?
Mm-hmm.
So number 7 for me is the Buffalo Sabres.
Okay. I don't understand. I guess they have Linus Ullmark, but they've given up 236 goals. They score 280. I know they can score, but I worry about their defense and like they're young, their maturity, all that. So I have them. No, I don't have them. Sorry. Last week they were 7. This week Pitt I have 6.
Okay.
I could put them. So it's weird because Buffalo and Tampa. I think we can beat Buffalo before we beat Tampa. But the way they're playing now, I think Buffalo's playing better than Tampa. That's why they're in first place. So if it was teams against Pitt, Tampa would be above Buffalo. But, so Pitt I have right between those two. So I have them at 6.
All right, so last week Tampa Bay was number 3 for me. This week, Tampa Bay is number 6.
Okay.
Because you have to go with how they're playing now, and they gave up the lead in the division.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't have them in the top 3
So we
anymore.
both have Pitt above Tampa,
So
which is weird because Tampa kills us when they play. That's the one. Them and Hurricanes we have trouble against. But we have Pitt ahead of them.
Number 5.
Number 5, last week is Montreal. This week, Buffalo.
All right.
Same thing you say. They just don't excite me.
All right, number 5. Last week, I had the Penguins at 6. This week, I had the Penguins at 5.
Okay.
I don't know. Seeing those 2 stats from last night about how good this offense has been, and just having somebody just tells me that Skinner's going to be the goalie that gets hot and carries his team defensively through the playoffs.
Well, he made us in the Cup the last 2 years, so he knows how to do it.
Yeah. So
that's one thing. Buffalo,
Penguins,
Anaheim don't know how to do it.
You can't have them high. I don't think you have the Penguins higher than that right now, but right now, 5.
It's really hard to. Because the East has more teams that are good. The West has like 3 teams that are great. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So we got number 4, right?
Yep.
Last week it was Dallas. This week, kept it as Dallas. No, I don't have anything to say. Dallas is Dallas.
Yeah, last week Dallas is 4. This week Dallas is 4.
Mm-hmm.
They're there.
I'm still waiting for Ottinger, the goalie, to...
I think Robertson has been kind of quiet, too, recently.
Yeah, like they've only given out 218 goals, Colorado 198. They play great defense, but, like, Ottinger doesn't do it. Like, I don't know. He just seems like he's good, but he's not elite yet. Number 3. Last week, they were number 5. This week... They keep jumping, and I don't like them as a team, but for some reason this year, I kind of like, not that I'm rooting for them, but I'm just like kind of excited to see them and watch them. I do watch a lot of their highlights. Canadians. Number 3, man. They got, I know, they're 9-1 in their last 10. I know. We had a couple different. We had the same 8. It's easy to have the same 8.
Yeah.
Go ahead, say you have Montreal 3.
So last week, Montreal was 7. This week, Montreal is 3.
And the week before, see, you didn't want to put them up higher, and I said, watch Montreal. Watch Montreal. So
Minnesota fell for me in the past 2 weeks.
Thank God. Well, not thank God, but like in the second round, if the Penguins make the second round, we'll stay in our division still, because Montreal scares me. I don't want to play them. We have to play them in the conference finals, but I wouldn't want to play Montreal if I was the Penguins or anybody.
All right, number 2. I feel like...
Yeah, I have nothing to say. 2, Carolina.
Yep, same. 2. Carolina was 2 last week. Carolina's 2 this week.
And 1, Colorado.
Yep, same.
But, yeah, biggest...
Carolina and Colorado are clearly the 2 best teams in the league.
So, probably the biggest jump was probably Montreal. Biggest drop, probably Tampa, right? For us?
Yep.
Okay. 8, Minnesota, 7... 8 Minnesota, 7 Tampa... 6 Penguins, 5 Buffalo, 4 Dallas, 3 Montreal, 2 Carolina, 1 Colorado.
Not much different there. Pretty much the same. 8 Minnesota, 7 Buffalo, 6 Tampa Bay, 5 Pittsburgh, 4 Dallas, 3 Montreal, 2 Carolina, and 1 Colorado. All right, so looking ahead for the Penguins' upcoming schedule, this weekend, tomorrow, April 11th, they take on Washington here at PPG Paints. at 3 p.m. April 12th, they're at Washington, 3 p.m. And they wrap up the season, the most bizarre game possible, April 14th at St. Louis at 9:30.
I think we'll
Think Mearshot plays that game?
Yeah, and rest some players.
Yeah.
Kendall's going to play.
Avery Hayes is going to play.
Yeah. But you'll bench your...
Soyulov's going to play.
Yeah, you're going to bench probably Carlson, Gino. I don't want to say anything about Crosby because who knows.
You're going to leave it up to Sid.
Yeah.
You're going to leave it up to Sid.
Yeah, let's hang him a
but
day.
I think he'd be all right with Sid because he has his point per game.
Yeah.
So,
well, I don't think he thinks about that. He might be like, I don't want to be rusty.
Yeah.
Who knows? Sid deserves whatever he wants.
You let Sid do whatever he wants. But, will this weekend be the last time we see Crosby versus Ovechkin, Penguins versus Capitals? You
made it sound like it was a done deal. The media and Ovechkin says, I'm not making a decision yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, he still scored like 30 goals this year.
Yeah.
But
it's not. This is. Does he have one more? No, his is his last year in his contract. Isn't it?
He didn't sign for a year though.
Yeah.
But the thing about Ovechkin is like once he loses that burst, he still has a shot. But like I hate to say that's like what he has anymore. He still throws the body around a little bit, but he has a shot, and that's what he has. So
scale of 1 to 10. The last time we see Ovechkin, Crosby, Penguins, Capitals. 10 being most likely, 1 being less likely.
Okay, so 10 being most likely he's done?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's more likely he comes back, in my opinion. So I'm going to say 4.
I'm going to say people are just trying to build up a narrative for this weekend series, so I'm going to say 2.
Okay.
I think...
I thought you were going to say higher. I thought you were going to go like 7. Yeah.
No, okay. I think there are people who... Because I think... Isn't one of these games on ESPN once on TNT?
USA and... Yeah. Well, Max, HBO Max, whatever. One of those.
Yeah.
No, I think...
So the National want Ovechkin Crosby to be big. Mm-hmm. But I think...
They'll sign him for another year at whatever. And he'll get you 20-some goals. He's not going to get to 1,000, I don't think. But, yeah.
And if he's smart, he signs for a very, very team-friendly price so they can put people around him. They give him 1 more year.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's going to want the money, but I think the Capitals are going to sign him for... I don't know what he makes now. So Crosby makes 8-7. Malkin will probably be down to like 4 or 5. Ovechkin, they're gonna give him 7 or 8, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah,
he's not gonna, and it's not him saying I want money. I think the Capitals are just gonna give him. I'll say 7. I'll say he's not gonna at least 1 year 7, possibly more.
All right, so we got 1 more week of the NHL regular season left. The NHL Bracket Challenge kicks off next weekend, so we'll make our NHL bracket picks.
I'll do my roster.
Chris will do his playoff roster, and it's go time. It's time to, as the Penguins said in their video, flip the script. And as a commenter said, Penguins Flyers would be fun, but I feel like Penguins Blue Jackets would be just as fun. I just don't want to see Sorokin.
Yeah, I want to see a first round win. And then go from there. Yep.
I want to see more because I actually put it out there in the ether that they would win the Cup in February.
More hockey is always good, in my opinion.
It makes May kind of fun because May slows down a little bit, especially after the NFL draft.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm Matt.
I'm Chris.
This is Bird Bros. Let's go Pens. Flip the script. Cup run.